All right, Nathan's question is up next. It says, my wife and I are able to reach about a 30% savings rate utilizing our various tax-favored accounts. I sometimes feel FOMO not investing in real estate outside of our primary home. My wife and I both have involved jobs and hobbies. A teacher and a coach, an ER doctor are the examples that he gave. And we don't want the hassle factor of real estate. So his question really is, should he be feeling FOMO at this stage? How important is real estate, or how powerful is real estate in a portfolio?
I get this based upon social media.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it and it's like everybody tells you should be doing real estate. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I don't want us to come off as real estate haters, because we are not. However, folks that want to do real estate and get into real estate, it's not as easy as the brochure suggests. And Nathan, you just said
the brochure.
The brochure.
The way you said that, maybe you know how you hear about Bitcoin bros and all the other. You could probably say it's real estate bros too. But keep going.
Yeah. So Nathan, you said that one of you's a teacher and a coach, which takes like a gazillion hours out of the day, and you have like after school and extracurricular and practices. And the other's an ER doctor, which means you're likely on call often. So you naturally don't have a ton of like discretionary time. So the thought of getting into real estate, at least in this season, if it's something that you're passionate about and something that you're curious about and something that you're interested in, that's one thing. Then you kind of can like check those boxes. If the only reason you want to do it is because, I think maybe that's what I should be doing because I watched a TikTok of a guy who's doing this thing and it makes all this sense, I don't know that I would fall into the trap. Because what you have to answer is, for you and your spouse, what is the most efficient and effective use of your dollars and most efficient and effective use of your time? And while real estate certainly can be a part of that once you get into step 7 and step 8 of the financial order of operations, I don't know that real estate is something you have to do or something you should be experiencing FOMO around, because oftentimes I think anyone who's been in real estate for a long period of time will tell you, yeah, some of it's great and some of it's awesome, but it's not always that way. And there is some headache and some trial that comes along with it. You agree, disagree, want to fight about that?
I wrote, look, this is definitely a step 8 of the financial order of operations. If you're saving 30%, you're probably at that step 8 level. And this is where you need to kind of know thyself, in the fact that I love real estate, but I love real estate for all that it offers you. There are some unique financial mutant things that real estate, with the leveraged debt, and the return that can come from that. But that's also why you have to make this a step 8, is because leveraged debt can turn into a curse very quickly. Because you love it when you're making, rates of return on something you put down a small portion of, or 25% on, and then you've got the other 75% finance. You feel great when that is appreciating off of a cash flow situation. But when it turns ugly, meaning you require other people's money to pay your mortgage and you don't have the money, it can turn into a nightmare really quick. I also like that you get some depreciation and other things that come from some tax benefits.
Potentially.
But here's the reality of the situation, Nathan, is that it is not passive. Anybody who does this well and maximizes it is actually in the weeds on it. Despite what everybody says on social media, to do real estate well, you're going to be involved in it. And that's why, if you find that you're in that messy middle, yes, you're reaching a lot of your financial goals, but you feel like between the kids and all the life stuff and the relationship stuff, you just don't have a lot of extra hours in the day. Don't go put yourself into something if you're going to do it in a half-baked way. And then you might get on the other side of how bad levered debt it can be, because your spouse will be like, why are we in this? Just because you saw something on social media. The whys have to unite and connect with how you want to spend your time. And so that's why spend some extra effort figuring out, is this something I want to do? And then there's nothing wrong. It says if you feel like, hey, real estate's something that you want to go into, you can do REITs, you can do real estate index funds. There's ways that you can do this without opening up 6 Airbnbs in your neck of the woods. You can still get into the asset class of real estate, feel like you're getting that inflation protection and all the other things that come from it. You just don't get to make content on how you own all these houses off of Airbnb or something.
Yep, agreed.